Welcome back, guys, to Quick and Dirty Marketing. This is Zach Greenfield, where today we are struggling immensely. This is the fourth take of this video, and I'm telling you, we're going to get it done. And we actually hit record this time, and we've got the mics running. So today we're going to cover a marketing concept that goes back to when I started a long time ago called drip campaigns. So you're going to want to stick with me and listen in on how powerful this can be for your marketing. All right, welcome back, guys. So today I want to take you back 2.5 decades to before the internet, which sounds completely irrelevant, but it's actually really important. So when I started marketing, I was in financial services, and one of the things that I did to bring in a lot of prospects and leads was I ran a drip campaign. And back then, a drip campaign consisted of direct mail. So that was the way that we reached out to people. We would send them mail in the mailbox, old school, which people still do today and does have its place in the arsenal of generating traffic still. However, it is very expensive. And we got other ways today where we can do a lot more with a lot less money, which is awesome. But the drip campaign was very powerful and brought a lot of prospects and leads in because it deals with one of the problems that you can't control in marketing. And that is what's happening on the prospect's end of the deal. Okay. So if we think about marketing, we've kind of got a couple of things we do control. We control the offers that we're creating. We control the word crafting and kind of how we're positioning that offer in the market and how we're working against our competitors and so on and so forth. We got fairly good control over those things. So we can manage, we can cross test, we can A/B test, we can change stuff up, we can, whatever. But the one thing we don't control is what's happening with the buyer. And this is where a lot of people fall on their face with marketing in general, because they give out, sort of do one shot. They might get a couple of hooks with people, but the bulk of the population of folks that they're going after, they don't really stick with them. And here's why this is a gigantic fail. You don't know what's happening in those people's lives. They may be a little low on money. They may be moving. They may be having a personal thing. They may be having a transition at work. They may be having all these different things that are making it so that, they can't pay attention to what you have to offer right now. The other thing that you don't know, besides all that sort of noise that we all have in our lives, is you don't really know if the problem that you solve has gotten great enough in their lives where they are ready to figure out a solution, which of course you will offer, right? That's part of your offer because you're in the business of solving problems like we all are. So the problem for them that you might solve just might not be big enough yet and painful enough for them to reach out. So the way to deal with that whole time thing, because you just can't control that, is to make sure that you're regularly in front of these people. And in today's world, and this is where I see a lot of, kind of screwing up with people. And again, goes back to what I was saying, that it's not as simple as firing one thing out and be like, oh, that sucked. The money is always in the follow-up. It's a cliche, but it's true. And it was true 25 years ago when I was folding envelopes on Saturday mornings and licking stamps. It was true then and it's true today. The money is in being consistent down the long road with your lists. And that can mean sometimes for months and months and months and months and months and months. Because depending on the niche, depending on what, you're offering, and depending on the market, and all sorts of other stuff, some of these things people just don't make decisions about really fast. So in today's high-speed world, my argument here is that drip marketing, which is one little thing at a time, slowly over a long period of time, is actually extremely important to have implemented in your set of campaigns. Now, there's two channels where you can deploy this pretty easily. One is in your email marketing, And the other one is in your advertising, your paid ads, your retargeting. You can set those up so that those chase people for a long time and keep offers in front of the folks that have both visited your website and or opted into any of your lists, okay? So I know this word isn't used very often today because we're always talking about autoresponders, and the word autoresponder to me just really only is kind of one-dimensional. I mean, even me opting into something and getting one email back is technically an auto response. But it doesn't really, that word and that concept doesn't really cover the ground that we just talked about here, which is this concept of a long drip of offers and messages where you stay in front of your prospects and leads and become the voice of authority in your niche. That's your goal, right? So then when they're ready to convert, you're the person they're going to go to and try to figure out how to solve their problem. So if this helped you understand why, timing is difficult, but you can make it work by being consistent, then go ahead and like this video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.